I started in this business doing background work and demonstration records. And for those of you who don't know what background work, that basically is all the oohs and the ahs and the yay-yays behind the person singing up front. Demonstration records are basically when a songwriter writes a song, I would go in and record it, and they would send it to the person that they wrote the song for. In fact, that's how I met Backrack and David, doing their songs in the form of demonstration records. Backrack, David, Warwick were known as the triangle marriage that worked in our industry. Our industry just kind of imposed that accolade, if for lack of a better word at the moment, upon us. They were writing most incredible songs. I was fortunate enough to be the one they were writing them for and recording them and getting them out to listening ear. It developed not only a musical relationship, but a long-lasting, lifelong friendship. It was a fun time in my life. Got to meet some incredible icons of our business. Ray Charles, Perry Como, Nat King Cole, Dinah Washington. I mean, these were the people that kind of just stick in your brain, of course. It was wonderful for me. I grew up knowing that there is a life out there in the entertainment industry. And once I got into the industry, I felt very, very comfortable. When I watched the concert just recently, I said, boy, was I young. I mean, it was wonderful, it really was. It was nice to see, that there was a wonderful way of presentation. That learned my lessons well from my mentors, the people that I watched and grew to love over the years, Horn, Ella Fitzgerald, and Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra. These people were doing things that I wanted to do. They were working in places that I wanted to work. And I was lucky enough to be the baby that they embraced. So watching that concert kind of said, yeah, you've done good, you learned the lesson pretty well. Each Grammy basically represents, it's kind of the music industry's Oscars. The difference being is that your peers vote for you. And it's not a boardroom full of codgy old men. And they let you know that you're the best that year. Each one of the Grammys are very important to me. They happen at a very special time in my life with very special songs. And I don't think I could choose which one's the most important, or they're all very important, as is every song I've ever sung. I treat my songs like my children, and I don't differentiate from either one of them. You know the way to San Jose. Yeah, San Jose was, I must say, not my favorite Backrack David composition. And I voiced that opinion on several occasions, and they kept saying, but you've got to record it. And I kept saying, but this is not the kind of song that you've been writing for me. I mean, what is this? Whoa, 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 And I finally condescended and said, okay, I'll do it. Only because I love Hal David so much. And he says, please do this. And the song was very important to him based on the fact that he was stationed in San Jose during his naval years. So it then took on another connotation to me. But it was not my favorite song. It still is not my favorite song. When you get down and out, sing a song. First of all, going to the Hart College of Music was a pleasure. And it gets to the point where you can just watch so much television and do so much needlepoint. And I said, well, you know what, let me get a little more education. And I called my school, and I spoke to one of my professors, Joe Mulready, who agreed to come out on the road with me and tutor me and take me through my exams, and subsequently my master's. Everyone thinks that I've done a Christmas CD before. I've appeared on CDs, but I've never done a complete Christmas CD of my own. And as a result of me sitting and thinking, I said, you know, it's the summertime, and this is usually when we do Christmas songs, so let's go in and do one. And I am thrilled with it. I am so pleased with it, and I certainly hope that when it comes out, everybody will be as pleased about it as I am. The object of me going into the studio was to redo a few songs that people were familiar with, but do them in another genre. And it included something that was very exciting for me, and that was to bring in a group of rappers to sing with me on a song called What the World Needs Now Is Love. My son Damon was producing rap artists at the time, and at the same time I was the one that was giving them a little spanking for some of the things that they were saying in their rap songs. I finally said, you know, I need to get to these babies because they've got a lot to say and they have to be heard. And these children are brilliant, believe me, they're brilliant. And I asked my son to give a call to a few of them, especially the ones that I was giving the spanking to. And when I finally got them all in a room, I said, you know, if I'm a part of the problem, make me a part of the solution, okay? Tell me what it is that you need to say. And if I think that there's another way to say it, I'm going to voice that opinion. I want you just to think about it. And I want you to be a part of this recording with me of What the World Needs Now Is Love. I want you to write your own rap. I don't want one curse word in it, but I want you to express how you feel the world can do with more love. And I've got to tell you, it was overwhelming. I was given the station of being the ambassador for the United States of Health during the Reagan administration. And it lasted throughout the Reagan administration, through the Bush administration, and into the first year of the Clinton administration. And I kind of self-imposed a mandate on myself, and that was to be the voice and the face for those who were voiceless and who could not get the attention that they needed with regards to the AIDS issue, especially within our minority communities. I traveled the world. I met with doctors. I instituted programs throughout the world. And it kind of all of a sudden became a little more than I thought I could handle after a while, based on the fact that I became emotionally involved. Just about 3 years ago, I was given the honor of becoming an ambassador to the UN with regards to hunger. So I'm continually doing or trying to do what I possibly can with regards to helping out other folk. Bill was an actor, and a pretty good one too. He was an excellent drummer and gave me the biggest gift of my life, my two sons. Very, very handsome young man, and fun-loving, witty. What else do you want to know about him? He was the love of my life. You know, my two guys are a vital part of my existence. They're my two heartbeats. I got two heartbeats, and 5 others. Their children, my grandchildren. My eldest son, David, was my drummer for about 8 or 9 years. And then he decided he wanted to stand up and sing. And that's what he started opening my shows for me. My youngest son sang backup for me for a while. He's now a producer of recordings for some most incredible talents of today, the ladies of today. He produces Destiny's Child, Maya, Pink. He's done a few things with Christina Aguilera. So they're both in the industry in one way or another. I am celebrating my 40th year in the business. And as a result of it, I felt that I should go and say thank you to some of the folks that have made this 40 years a possibility. So my tour is taking me to every continent, every country, every city that I've ever performed in over the 40 years. I've been on tour since last February. And as I say on stage sometimes, it'll probably take another 40 years to complete, but we have covered quite a bit of the world already. I'll be singing for as long as, well, I guess as long as people are supportive of my efforts. I do plan to do other things, you know, but I think singing will always be a part of my life, absolutely. The windows of the world. I've watched public television on several occasions, and I must say it's wonderful. It is an avenue that is like no other, bringing wonderful, wonderful music, information to viewers, and it's very, very important. It's knowledge, and it's the most powerful tool anyone can have. And I want to commend you on the wonderful work that you do. And everybody in the world should be watching PBS. The only thing that I would ever encourage anyone to do is to find your happiness. That is probably what keeps people alive, being happy. And it's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing. Happiness comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms. However, it's the one thing that everyone should pursue. I think that's what brings you through it all.